All right. Hey guys. All right. Just so you know, this is a one take. We're not reshooting anything. This is uncut. And what we got here is some uncut Filipino sugar. This is called Muscovado. This is made out of sugar cane. They just squeeze the sugar cane out and then dry it, and then it turns into this brown. And if you look carefully, see it crystallizes into these fine, and then where the syrupy part is, where the molasses are more, it clumps up into this hard little substance. So I'm gonna open this baby and put it in here. This is where I usually keep all my sugar. Oh, I was gonna show you the difference between. This is my favorite sugar. This is the no brand sugar, and you can see that one has got you can almost see white crystals in there on this one, but doused in molasses. While this one is just a lot finer with these chunks appearing, and it's a little bit drier. Well, this one is almost, when you go to the beach and you get yourself some sand close to the beach and it's got a little bit of water in it, that's sort of how this one feels. But this one is a lot drier and a lot finer. So what you end up with is this finer powder, but because there's still molasses in it, you get still the crystals happening. So let's take a whiff. Wow. It's I really can't describe it, but you can smell the sweetness. I want to call it caramel, but it's not caramel, because caramel has got a little bit of a cooked flavor to it. This is, sugar that sat out in the sun and just became aged sugar. And then here, see how when you're cracking this open, see how these chunks are coming out? So these are pretty solid little chunks, but then if you go a little further, it becomes nice and fine. Let's watch this pouring process here. Now I like my Muscovado. I like a little bit heavy with molasses. But then you have that problem of it becoming quite solid, like this one has become. I bought this about 3 weeks ago, so it's been standing in. It's just been sitting there waiting for this video, but I'd bought so much of my favorite sugar, my no brand brown sugar, that I haven't had a chance to try it. All right, now I'm gonna sample a chunk. Just gonna see how it comes up in these nice little bricks. I don't know if you've ever been to Germany. We have a thing called Zuckerrüben syrup, which is a sugar beet syrup, and they taste very similar actually. Oh, can you hear my baby? But it's yeah. So if you've ever had sugar beets, the syrup from sugar beets, that's pretty much how this tastes. Except you have it in powdered form. But there's a real nice earthiness to it. Oh, hold on. Let me go. You guys get to see my baby here as well. She wants to be on camera a little bit. Oh, hey there, sweetie pie. No, you don't get any sugar yet. That's something for after your first year, okay? Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're such a little giantess. Right. Now, the most important part in any sugar is how it tastes in your tea. So I ran out of my black tea, so I'm using green tea with lemon and ginger. And I'm just gonna put a hefty amount of this in. Well, I was gonna say, so it has an earthy taste. Like, it's not really caramel, but it's got that smooth sweetness that that just kind of, it really just sits there like, and it's just really smooth. I think that's my best description of it. So, just gonna stir that. I know most people wouldn't put sugar in their green tea, and I just go against the trend. Beating a Chinese tradition with a stick. My wife is appreciating that right now. Yeah, it's a much smoother sweetness. It doesn't, you know, like when you have a white sugar, that thing is just like hits you. This is much smoother, so I can really recommend this Muscovado. That's made here in the Philippines. It's fantastic. All right, the greatest good that you can imagine. Go for it with all your heart. Tap early, tap off. Take care.